in my opinion, Jim, I don't think you're going to see it drop anymore. I think Norristown's got control of the game now. And should pretty much run away with it here in the fourth. Not as much as it should have been the whole game, but this, when Norristown has their backs against the wall, this is really their quarter. Flowers finishes off the three-point play. Gives him 5 points on the night.
Strong press by Norristown, but it's broken.
Broken is Dunphy with the ball. Kicked it to Voiles and now back to Novotny. Novotny had the shot, but obviously it wasn't his. Dumped inside the Voiles. Voiles' shot too strong. Howard Flowers, good outlet to Ken Cool. Cool 2-on-2 with Jeff Thompson, takes it himself for the bucket. Thrown ahead to Dunphy. Dunphy up to Heflin. Heflin, good pass to Voiles. Voiles with a bucket and the foul on Richard Myers.
Not a very good foul there by Richard Myers.
Well, I think he got caught in the middle and really wasn't in position to block the shot, but just natural aggression caused him to be there, and little touch foul. And Voiles with the chance to cut the lead to 10 once again. The roll's no good, and Myers claims a rebound.
Makes up for it by bringing down that rebound.
Ooh, Mickey Johnson loses control to Dunphy. Dunphy tried to go to Novotny, tipped to O'Neal, Novotny rebound. And Dave Novotny, one of 3 Council Rock captains, with his first bucket of the night. And here we have a foul, looks like number 22, Novotny.
Joel Jones into the game for Richard Myers.
Binky Johnson's first foul shot is good. Missed the second, but Dunphy couldn't control. And Binky Johnson will inbound right in front of us.
Another costly turnover for Council Rock.
Yeah, he had the ball in his hands and all alone just lost control as that time Cool tried to drive.
Ken was looking for the foul on that play.
But they say he was just stripped and still Norristown ball. Howard Flowers' jumper is no good. Knocked away from Novotny, but controlled by Heflin. O'Neal just inside the three-point line. And if Council Rocks have a chance, I gotta think they gotta go to O'Neal.
O'Neal looks hurt.
He does, came up a little lame as the foul was called on Heflin. They bring Kempter in for him. I don't think O'Neal wanted that substitution. He realized that he's got the jumper to get Council Rock back into this with 3:55 to go, but Kempter comes in. And Jeff Thompson rolls a first in. Even 20 for Jeff Thompson tonight. Steal by Binky Johnson, 4-on-2 to Ken Cool. Cool's layup spills out.
Joel Jones crashing the boards that time.
And the bucket is waved off as loose ball foul as Joel Jones grabbed the rebound. And Joel Jones, no points tonight, but really doing great work under the boards. And just frustrating Council Rock, holding them to one shot and getting 3 and 4 shots for Norristown. There's Joel Jones's point.
It's been a real key for Norristown here tonight.
In a low-scoring game like this, you need the defense and the rebounding. And whether he scores or not, Joel Jones will give you defense and rebounding every night.
Good steal there by Ken Cool, but he can't control it.
And Council Rock now, 3:41 to go. They're down by 11. And Doring back into the game for Dumpy. Well, they got Joel Jones in the foul, trying for the steal.
John Cresswell will go to his bench.
And the past couple of games here at Norristown, excluding the Triangle Tournament, of course, we've seen John Cresswell have the luxury of emptying the bench. Not so tonight. He's got to go with his main guys. And one of those guys, Priest Ramsey, in for Joel Jones. I'm not sure, Jones might have fouled out. Boyles missed the foul shot. Knocked out of bounds by Council Rock. Mickey Johnson looking for someone inbound to, just gets it in. Ken Cool grabbed his own rebound and was fouled as he tried to follow up.
Nice move there by Ken Cool.
Cool knifed down the lane and drew the contact. Cool now with 14 points. And his 15th point gives Norristown a 57-44 lead. Novotny from the corner.
Council Rock calls a timeout.
Yeah, that's sort of peculiar. Novotny that time poured home that three-pointer, and we've seen him before have open threes and not take them. You have to wonder if that was just luck or if he was instructed not to shoot. Maybe we'll see in the next 3:03, but so far, Council Rock sort of a peculiar offensive plan. This is, of course, a Norristown cable channel. Mr. Sam Galbraith, our producer and camera person tonight. Jim Huntsberger, our new broadcaster, filling in for Jeff Brandon. And to give you the rest of the home games for Norristown, next one will be January 17th against the Pennsbury Falcons. Mickey Johnson spinning with nowhere to go. And Norristown swings it around the top again. Inside the Priest Ramsey. Ball's knocked away. Kicked off a Council Rock player. And Norristown retains possession. Vicky Johnson's baseline jumper spills out. Up ahead in Novotny. Novotny's reverse challenge by Jeff Thompson, and he's called for the foul. And tonight, even more to the Jeff Thompson story. Against Central Bucks West, he scores 42 points. Against Abington, he pulls down 20 rebounds. And now tonight, defensive force inside. And only a junior, mind you, only a junior. So come next year, he'll be something to watch. Novotny's 2 free throws are good, and the lead is now 8 for Norristown. Priest Ramsey run into by Doring. And Ramsey will be sent to the line for the 1-and-1. First foul shot's a little strong. Council Rock with a chance to cut it to 6. Pass tipped away. Vicky Johnson fires up, looking for Howard Flowers, but found O'Neal.
Looks like he stepped on the end line there to me. And the referee calls it.
Good call that time, and we saw it, so did the ref from the other side of the court. And we've got a Norristown timeout. 2:01 to go, Norristown up 57-49. Let's talk about Norristown's standing in the area, the whole area, at least the area that the Inquirer covers. Norristown currently ranked number 7 in the Inquirer's top 10. Only other team in Norristown's league who was in there was Ben Salem, but with a couple losses in the league, they've been knocked out. That tough loss to Abington, however, did not drop Norristown, and they still remain at 7. So it should be a good game come January 24th, right here in Norristown, when Norristown Eagles play Ben Salem. And of course, Central Bucks East comes in February 7th, and the big rematch, which I had originally billed as February 10th, February 17th, last game of the season against Abington. Howard Flowers to Binky Johnson at the foul line. Binky draws the contact on O'Neal, and he'll shoot 2.
Binky limping a little. Looks like he hasn't fully recovered from that ankle injury yet.
And Heflin, hard-working game. Got to give the guy some credit. Fouls out. And Voiles comes in to replace him. Binky Johnson knocks home the first. Second rolls out. Inside the Voiles. Voiles goes up strong.
Priest Ramsey went for the block, but couldn't quite get it. Oh,
good defense by Novotny. Jeff Thompson turned Novotny right there and forced to travel.
Jeff had nowhere to go that time.
We got 1:40 to go and 58-51. Council Rock a couple threes and they still have a chance to make this game interesting. Norristown tips the pass, and as Carey tried for the save, he knocked it out of bounds. And now Abington's going to the full court press, and it works as O'Neal draws the charge on Ken Cool.
Cool didn't like that call one bit.
Kempter now in for Mike Doring. Inside Novotny, his layup spills out. Good job by Jeff Thompson to control that ball and hold on to it. As Carey went for the steal, he was called for the foul. Now with 1:14 left, I would think if Jeff Thompson can sink these two, that'd pretty much put it away. And Jeff Thompson does get himself another shot by making the first of the 1-and-1. And Thompson, whose foul shot gave Norristown the 100 points the other night, now gives Norristown 60. O'Neal for three, dead on.
That's what Council Rock needs, some good shooting outside by O'Neal. It's got him into the game earlier.
Steal by Boyles. Doring pulls it back. Oh, Binky Johnson almost got the block from behind. He deflected the ball, but got a piece of Doring's arm. We still have a little bit of suspense here. If Doring can hit these two, it's a 60-56 game with 54 seconds to go. Doring's first was good. Oh, the second rolls in. Now we've got a substitution, number 11, Tom Dunphy. Replaces Kempter. Binky Johnson finally inbounds the ball. Ball was knocked out of bounds. They saved by Jeff Thompson.
Kamal Stevens into the game for Chris Ramsey.
It's our first look at Stevens, who have been playing very well in the past couple of games. Oh, and an unfortunate move there. Norristown bench called for the technical foul. That was one of the players, not the coaches. And that'll be two shots for Council Rock.
Missed a clutch free throw right there.
Joe Kempter. Oh boy, Kempter sort of redeems himself by making the second. And on the technical, Council Rock retains possession. .40 seconds left, 60-57 Norristown lead. Mike Doring, big mistake there. Doring just looking for somewhere to go, traveled.
Very costly to Council Rock this late
We've
in the
seen
game.
a lot of costly mistakes into the game right now. And Novotny called for the foul on Jeff Thompson on the inbounds pass.
Not the person they would want to foul there. Jeff, a very good foul shooter.
Dunphy into the game for Doring. Oh, Thompson's first is short. Council Rock will have the ball for 30 seconds if they want to use it. Novotny's three is short. Howard Flowers rebounds. Up ahead to Kamal Stevens. Stevens' layup is good. 13 seconds, 62-57. Kempter for three. He's got it. Timeout, Council Rock with 3 seconds to go.
Exciting finish to this game.
62-60. Norristown ball. 3 seconds left. I think Novotny kind of forced that shot up. I don't think it was necessary to take a shot that early. But Novotny wanted it. Dead on, but a little bit short. Howard Flowers, big rebound in the lane. And a great look to Kamal Stevens. Just a great job by Howard Flowers to get the breakaway layup. But Kempter's quick three. And a timeout by Council Rock. And they still have life. Okay, final 3 seconds. Norristown will come out with Kamal Stevens, Howard Flowers, Ken Cool, Binky Johnson, and Jeff Thompson. Council Rock with O'Neill, Dunphy, Boyles, Kempter,
Cresswell has all good
and
foul
Novotny.
shooters
2-1, that'll do it. Norristown successfully runs the clock out. And at the end of a very close, very exciting game, Norristown comes away the victor, 62-60. We'll be right back to wrap up this game for you in a moment. Okay, so at the end of this game, Norristown comes away with a slim victory, 62-60. And a lot closer than we expected. Norristown coming in 4-1 in league and 9-2 overall. Council Rock coming in only 7-5 and 2-3 in the league. But Council Rock, after a pretty slow first half, really came on to hang with Norristown. Let's give you the scoring real quick. Jeff Thompson, once again the Norristown leading scorer with 23 points. And Jeff Thompson, boy, what can you say about him? Just inside, outside, and everywhere. He's all over the court and doesn't even come out for a rest. He's there every minute of the game and does the whole job for you. Ken Cool, 15 points. Binky Johnson with 8. And Binky Johnson's role was sort of changed tonight from what we sometimes see.
You know, you saw him as not only a scorer, but he distributed the ball very well tonight, picked up his assist, and really gave a lift to the Norristown team.
Yeah, with Ken Cool and Jeff Thompson on the floor, you don't necessarily need Binky to do all that scoring, but his 8 points were really well timed. He got the big buckets when Norristown needed them. Okay, other scores, Howard Flowers with 5, and Howard Flowers a very good job of handling the ball tonight, and a couple big plays. Lou Simmons with 4, Kamal Stevens with 2, and that 2 was a big one.
Yeah, it helped ice the victory for Norristown at the end of the game with a good pass from Howard Flowers.
Yeah, that was the final 2 in the margin of victory. Priest Ramsey had 1 from the foul line, but Priest Ramsey once again played his role very well.
Yes, he was very strong on the boards and played defense well for the Norristown team.
That's what you want from Priest Ramsey, big, strong guy who will get in there and be an enforcer for you. Richard Myers, also mainly defensive player, he had 3 points tonight. And that rounds out the Norristown scoring. For the Council Rock Indians, their big scorers, Brian O'Neill and Joe Kempter with 12 points, and kind of quiet, I don't know.
They were both keys to the game, though, bringing them back in with their 3-point shooting, and it really helped boost the Council Rock morale in the second half.
You sort of have to wonder why you didn't see more of O'Neill and Kempter earlier in the game. They came on, but it was a little bit too late. Adam Voiles had 9, and Voiles was in there pretty much the whole game, but working inside, there wasn't really much room for him. Dave Novotny was 7, Mike Doring was 6, Dave Heflin was 6 before fouling out, John McCutchinson with 1 3-pointer, Michael Mastro Pietro, who we didn't see in the second half, had 2, and Anthony Carey had 3. That rounds out the Council Rock scoring. So we've talked about how Norristown role players coming off that bench and doing the jobs they're expected to do. You see the Norristown stars, but then the bench really solidifies that Norristown team. Council Rock came out, and the first half was pretty slow, 27-13 at the half, and that was low scoring for Norristown, but we saw a lot of physical dominance. Then second half, it sort of picked up, and Norristown picked up the pace, but Council Rock picked up with them.
Yeah, they really stepped it up in the second half, and the score showed that. They really boosted the scoring in the second half with good shots and a high shooting percentage.
Well, we know that Norristown's game is high point range. When you get into the 60s, it's going to be close. Okay, so there it is, the final 62-60. We encourage you to come out to the next Norristown home game, which is January 17th against the Pennsbury Falcons. Once again, I'm Walt Fry here with Jim Huntsberger. We like to thank Mr. Sam Galbraith, our producer and director for tonight. This is Norristown Cable Channel, and everyone come out, see Norristown basketball. It's an exciting team, and going to the playoffs, going a long way this year. Thanks a lot for being with us. We'll see you later.